paint night tickets are not selling at all.
Really?
So Jimmy calls me from Caps, and he's like, hey, how many people we got tomorrow, big guy? You know, and I'm like...
Tomorrow?
Yeah. And I'm I think you got that wrong on your calendar, Jimmy. That was last month. We did Tuesdays. Oh, I got that all fucked up. Sorry. It's so slow here. We just want some people to come in, right? Mac's old house is closing in a week and a half.
Oh, they're not closed yet, but okay.
They close on June 22nd, right? And it's like everything in this area is closing. Tickets aren't selling. And so let's talk about the gigantic fucking thing in the room.
I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called Bindu.
This is the I Ams.
Trump, dictator, fascist regime is destroying America, and he's starting in California.
It's honestly getting pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like crazy. It's craziness now. We've reached craziness.
The governor of California.
All right, let's go.
Tweeted today.
Yeah.
Everything that Donald Trump has been tweeting, but in the voice of Emperor Palpatine from fucking Return of the Jedi.
Oh, did he?
The governor of California is doing that because it's so fucking funny.
the governor's going after him, which I know there's a lot of people against Gavin Newsom, who's our governor. Yeah, my wife, like, fucker. way against him, right?
We all hate that
Most
fucker.
people.
Right, but I love what he's doing right now.
So do I, brother. So do I. So do
He's like standing up in a real way.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Come get me tough, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Dude, so what happened was...
Good God.
What exactly did he say he was going to do? I saw something about that he was going to stop.
There's something about like funding, about how California gives the government more money than the government gives California.
Correct.
That's it, right?
California makes more money for the government than all the red states combined.
It's like solar power, how like you can make enough power, you sell it back to them type thing. And he's basically like, oh, you want to start fucking with California?
Right.
All of this money, like, forget it.
America will be over if California separates.
Did you see Glendale pulled out of the ICE thing?
Yes.
See, like shit like that.
Yeah.
Basically, they were like, we are not going to accept...
detainees.
Yeah, like, you're not going to hold anyone prisoner here.
Right.
Like, no.
Right.
Like, so could you imagine if like they basically were like the first, as far as I know. Could you imagine if other cities follow suit?
So
which is what should happen.
We don't even have to explain what's going on. Everyone knows what's going on. But there's two narratives. There's two narratives happening, right? And there's the real narrative of actual peaceful protests,
right,
and crazy toxic cop behavior, right? And then there's what they're showing on TV, and it's a wild. We got to send in the Marines,
right?
Yeah. There has never been Marines on American soil against Americans. I am completely and totally against it, and I am very curious to see what they will do. Because if the United States Marine Corps turns on American citizens, I am done with this country.
I mean, there was some speaking of done with this country, you know how like we're told this is the greatest country in the world, right? We're told, like, that's what we're taught. We're number one, right? Basically, like, from like birth.
Well, not only are we told, it's justified because we make all the music,
right?
All the movies, all the entertainment,
possibly, but
for humans.
But like, and for the past, from what we're to understand, which is what we're taught, everyone wants to come to America, right? That's what we're taught, right?
Yes.
I know you're saying used to, but that's what we're taught is everyone wants to come to America.
Correct.
Because this is the greatest country. You could do whatever you want.
Right.
Right. You could become anything you want. Right.
Yes.
Now it's
you can
like
protest if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I think there's a sect of America, and like I might be one of them, who are like Italy doesn't sound bad. Like, Italy sounds romantic. France sounds romantic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
correct.
Like we see Italy and France and other places, certain places, as, well, that's better than America, right? Don't we?
That's why we go vacation there.
Right, we vacation there.
The food's better there because Italy got better tomatoes than we do.
It's like, what's holding us back? The language? That's it. And I guess you're used to where you come from.
Well, not only that, I'm a nationalist, man. I fucking love America.
You do.
I fucking love America. And not only that, we're the innovators, man. Everyone's walking around with an iPhone. I came out of this Bay Area, motherfucker, right here. Apple came from here, and that's what created tablets and fucking icons and fucking apps.
And those things.
Oh yeah, everything that we're running this fucking show on, and making sure if everything's included. It all came out of this area, is what I'm saying. There's like 2 innovative areas in America, and I know that we're gonna get all kinds of backlash for it, but it's Northern California and it's fucking Massachusetts. Boston, Harvard.
What's in? Oh,
You got Harvard over there, and over here you got Cal Berkeley, Sanford, SFU, SFW, like every,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is where all the brains are of the entire fucking country. Sorry.
Right.
What about Yale? But I get it. Right? Yeah. Stanford and Harvard, right? Mm-hmm. And so the actual American government is against those places right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? What is even the fuck happening right now? This is crazy.
I don't know.
So we're 50 states that are united, and only under crazy duress can the president override a governor. And he did that shit this weekend.
Right.
And there was no duress. He just did it. Fascism.
Yeah, and now there's clips of him from 2020 saying like you can't send in whatever without the governor's approval, and it's like,
He's basically going against everything that he said.
well, he's basically just signing executive orders for for everything and anything that he wants.
And so I'm curious about all of it. I'm watching everything, and the reason why I'm doing it is because the world is freaking out. And because of that freak out, no one's buying tickets for fucking anything.
Right.
No one's going to restaurants.
See, that's what
Everything's
concerns me
fucking
about
closing.
the pizza thing.
That's why I'm watching this so intently, because holy fuck, man, no one's gonna go paint some cactuses with me.
Right.
When fucking there's riots happening, or not riots, but peaceful protests, and then oh my god, dude. So
What did we see on the way here that was hella confused? There were kids on the side of the road waving a Mexican flag.
Yeah, there were.
Like,
really?
Yeah, on Leland.
Wow, in support of what's happening. Mm-hmm. It's happening all over, because it's happening in Texas as well right now.
Yeah.
All the riots and shit. And so the owners of Walmart, who are evil as fuck, just took out the front page of the newspaper and has fucking the Statue of Liberty on it, and it says "No Kings." And so
Really?
so all MAGA's trying to boycott fucking Walmart right now.
Walmart took an ad out and did that?
Walmart took an ad out against King Trump. It's insane.
See, like, what is...
Isn't
like,
that crazy?
It's fucking insane, dude.
A huge, enormous corporation.
Yes,
But
look
for-
at where we
making a
are.
But for a
political
headset,
statement like that.
right? For a Fox News commentator to be in control of the military and say we're threatening to use the Marine Corps, right? You could say what you want, but I fucking love the Marine Corps. Sorry, right? But they are, when you want professional killers to come in and take the job, like, you get the Marines.
Right.
Right? To bring that on our soil? What in the fuck?
I don't know, man. And then there was...
Civilians can't fight against Marines?
And then
Are you serious?
And then there were all these reports of all of those Marines, like 500 of them, 1,000, however many they sent, like, there were no supplies.
Oh, that's the National Guard.
The National Guard?
Right, because the Marines aren't sent yet.
Oh, okay. So the National Guard, there's nowhere for them to stay. There's
Right.
no water.
No
there's
food.
no bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're just like sent in there, and it's like, okay, go do your thing. I saw like some like picture of like 100 of them just sleeping on the floor in some room.
Right.
In like a warehouse type of place.
So this is what's happening, right?
Isn't that what barracks are?
This is what's happening. Fucking
Just like home.
ICE came. ICE was told that they have to make 3,000 arrest quota. by
Right.
whatever,
There was a guy who said
Right?
that. Yeah. 3,000 a day.
a day.
Yes.
So they were like, oh shit. So they went to a fucking Hispanic neighborhood in Los Angeles. They went to Home Depot and fucking
Right.
started arresting everybody in this crazy warlike military manner.
They're doing that at like graduations.
Crazy military Humvees and all of that shit. So when that happened in Home Depot, the fucking people surrounded the Home Depot and would not let fucking ICE leave.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened that's what was crazy. So they had to call in the sheriffs. So the sheriffs came in, and it was an 8.5-hour standoff.
This sounds like a movie.
And what happened was the people fucking won. And so the sheriffs and ICE left empty-handed, and no one was arrested.
Which doesn't make sense, right? If this were really the police and ICE, Don't you think they would have stayed and done their job?
Right. So that's when it's like, what the fuck's happening, right? And that's when all the fucking, that's when Trump didn't even ask Newsom, didn't even ask the mayor,
Right.
and just did some shit that hasn't been done in 60 years in this country.
I saw a video of like some, military fatigued, like green bandana around their face group in a neighborhood. And like someone was talking shit about the video, like these guys aren't even real. They would have military issue boots. They were all wearing like tennis shoes or whatever. So like, what the hell is really going on out there?
Right. And then how long is it going to take before people
that a
start
fact?
pretending to be ICE? And just
Well, that's
abduct
what I'm
people?
saying. Maybe those people are those people. And it's like, how would you even know?
Yeah. It's not the way America works. And this is not the America that I know.
America doesn't work.
And
Not
the
right
whole
now.
world is eating popcorn, watching our country fucking flip.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what happened in America? Oh, Trump became president again. And with it less than 150 days, our country
Right.
is fucking insane. What
So,
the fuck?
so Trump and Elon broke up, right? That's kind of what started a lot of this.
well, what
right?
started it was this.
Yes.
Elon goes, Trump's all over the fucking Epstein files. So I will apologize when they open up the Epstein files. And the very next day, that's when all this ICE shit started happening.
Exactly. So they broke up,
Right.
And then they started talking shit.
Because Trump's a pedophile.
Well, hold on. So everything was normal for a Trump administration. Like I know he's like everything's falling apart, but it was normal. And then all of a sudden, like Elon had reached his 100 days, which I guess is what the contract is for.
Right.
So he bounces, right? And then he kind of starts talking shit.
He bounces, but he has a black eye. And his story is bullshit. Don't know what that is.
I
Could
don't
be
know.
anything.
But he kind of started talking shit about Trump, about
Right.
the
big, beautiful bill.
yes, the financial plan is that what you call it?
Because his EV cars got cut out.
Right.
He lost a lot of billions.
Right. So he started talking shit.
Correct.
And so Trump started to retaliate.
Because Trump is hilarious talking shit.
So when I was in junior high, okay,
Hillview?
Hillview Junior High, Enrique Serta was like, I believe it was him. It was like, follow me, right? So we go it's lunchtime. We go into the cafeteria. He throws something, like food fight. He throws something and it went like, he threw it and then it was like, boom, shoom, shoom, boom. It was like, he threw it, then there was like 3 at a time and then 10 and then the whole place erupted.
Dope.
That's what happened with this Donald Trump thing.
Yes.
They started talking shit a little bit, and then it got out of hand, and then it exploded.
Right.
Trump is in the Epstein files,
Right.
according to Musk, and then all of a sudden,
There's pictures. They've already been released.
great.
Right.
And then all of this stuff.
Correct.
So the whole ICE stuff. So like realistically, like. We're smart enough now to go like, oh, this is a cover-up.
It's
it's
totally
a distraction.
It's
you know?
completely and totally a distraction.
Right.
And they're like, why not just tip civil war? Fuck it. That's what we're trying to do right now. So that Trump doesn't have to listen to any governor. He can just do what he wants, like a king.
Right.
And that's why all of this is happening. No kings.
We got there, people. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show. And it's all fucking because Elon goes, Trump's a pedophile.
Right.
I'll apologize when you open up those files and prove me wrong.
Yeah, and the files were supposed to be open, right? And now they're
But
not.
they're not.
Yeah.
Right. And so, don't pay attention to that. Look at this crazy shit over here in Los Angeles.
Right.
Oh, it's nuts. It's insane.
Hence-
Let's send in the Marines.
Hence why what we're seeing are a lot of peaceful protests, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what they're showing is like, hey, distraction. Like, look, everything's crazy. Stuff is on fire.
Correct.
You know.
And what the stuff that's on fire is literally in a 2-block radius, and just across the street is a farmer's market, and people are like eating and talking, having a good time. Like they're really showing disproportionate bullshit. And on top of that, cops are getting videotaped breaking their own cars, lighting their own cars on fire. That
Are they really?
Yeah.
Love it.
I have it on my phone, but we're recording. That one cop turns and shoots the Australian fucking reporter while she's reporting live. And she's a conservative.
I don't know any of this.
Bro, There is a reporter. She's a conservative right-wing reporter. She's talking about how terrible the fucking protesters are.
Right.
They're over here. She's live in LA. Behind her, the cop turns right at her and fucking shoots her with a fucking rubber bullet. Takes her out live. They just start showing that everywhere. Europe starts showing that everywhere. It becomes viral. Like,
Okay, wait. So you see the cop turn and shoot her.
correct. In slow-mo. It is fucked
It sounds
up.
to me like they had this all planned and made a mistake that he was on camera.
It's totally...
If you want to say that it's wild out there,
Right.
and you're reporting on it, and you get shot,
Right.
ooh, it's fucking wild out there. But if you accidentally get the cop on the camera doing it, you fucked up, AA Ron.
Dude.
No, sorry.
So, dude, this is... So what's being shown... the police are being incredibly toxic, and they're starting all of disruptions. That whole Nike store riot and all of that, the people didn't start that. That started once the police showed up and started
Right.
fucking everything all up.
January 6th, all okay though.
Yeah,
But
they're fine.
so
1,500 people pardoned.
right,
Real Americans.
fun times. We watched that at work. Like, what the heck is going on?
And then this morning, Trump's like, Gavin Newsom's responsible for all those deaths happening in LA.
What the fuck?
0 deaths. 0 deaths. He's just making shit up as he talks. It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
they're eating the cats and dogs.
This whole thing, you're just eating the cats and dogs. Just making it up. It's fucking amazing. And it's, so now back to what we're talking about. What am I going to do about paint night?
yeah.
What paint night?
Okay, so I
What
understand.
America?
So I understand a little more now
What
because
the fuck?
it's not just that you're like, okay, I can't live here anymore. Because I mean, you can't live here because of things. I don't know how much we've said or what you would want to say, but you can't live here anymore in your mind.
Right.
And so I guess I was just imagining, oh, he's got to find a place to live, right?
Yeah.
And it's more than that because it's like your only job is paint night, and it's like unless you guys start sending in cash, like so your only job is paint night, and you're like there. It seems to be there's no more paint night.
Right. There's no more anything right now.
Shit.
So I
And
have
you're 52
yes,
and haven't worked a job in
10 years.
see like jobs like you understand what I'm saying.
Right. No, so as a hiring manager, I used to be a retail store manager.
Yeah.
And, I've hired thousands of people in my life. I wouldn't hire me. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you can be positive and wishful and all that.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to be some miraculous job that I pick up or something because I've worn all hats, right? I'm an electrician. I'm a manager. now I'm a DJ.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any way that you could like
I'm an artist.
turn your story into gold where it's like I was retail manager and then this paint night thing took off and somehow explain it in a way like paint night has slowed down because of the country, but like how would you put that in some kind of
Well, it's
resume
it's
or
not
whatever,
only that,
you know?
like where's your backup plan, Bindu? I'm like, well, my backup plan, it was me and my wife, and
Yeah.
she would help me get paint night started. I would help her become a nurse, and then we would make an incredible amount of money. And then when the paints got slow, we still had her nurse, and it would pick back up because it's very seasonal.
Right.
And that was the way. And she left immediately after graduating. And so I'm like, all right, hopefully this fucking paint night thing will work. And it did.
Right.
And then the porn star comes into my life, and now I'm living like Hunter S. Thompson, totally
Right.
different life. What the fuck? I'm BINDU the Ox. And then the pandemic happened, and America broke, right? And
I
during
recorded
that
the real
time, Trump was president, and all of a sudden, crazy riots and all kinds of shit, Black Lives Matter, all this stuff under
Yeah.
Trump, right? And then he was gone, and things were kind of calm for a while. And then he's back again, and what the fuck? Immediately, insane. So what happened was, the very first thing that Trump did was, Trump fired all of the military lawyers.
He's flipping the table with
Totally.
a fucking board game on it.
Yeah, and it was Risk. So all these pieces going all over the place, right? So
Where
the
they'll
very
land.
first thing that the Trump regime did when they got into power was fire all the military lawyers that tell you what you can and cannot do legally. And so that's why he's just doing shit.
Right.
So there's no law. There's no...
Okay, so let's say
So it's the people versus Trump.
So let's say the Marines hit Los Angeles soil, right?
Yeah.
What's their job?
Don't know.
You know what I mean?
They kill.
What do they kill?
They don't get taught how to.
Like, what's the line that someone crosses over that the Marines take
They're
over?
not
and-
wearing the Marines uniform.
Don't know.
That's it?
Don't know.
So it's brought to you by, basically, everyone wearing green
It's
lives and
exactly
everyone
brought to
wearing
you by-
whatever.
It's exactly your story concept brought to you by, yeah. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. This is America that I do not recognize right now. And it's like everyone's trying to be
Hang
cool.
on, lady, we going for a ride.
For real. Everyone's trying to be cool and neighborly and not talk about it, but this is real.
Yeah.
This is real. The Democrats have been demonized. So that means any Democratic state, any Democratic city will fall victim to this crazy regime.
All that I'm seeing now, like charts where it's like the Democrats, these are the Democrats and these are their ideas. Or this is what they like believe in, right? These are their plans. And then the Republicans are the ones who like have many views and like think about all of these things. And it's like they're basically making it like the Democrats are like these guys who are just like, no, fuck that.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
right.
I
Yeah.
can't explain it.
No, you're explaining it. Well, they just. So what happens is anytime.
Basically, the Democrats are like closed-minded.
That's what they're saying.
And then the Republicans are open-minded. Is basically what it boils down
There's
to in
also,
these charts.
you can have that
On the
same
charts.
chart,
Exactly.
but have it reversed.
Exactly. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. But this is what they're showing us right now.
Right.
Or somebody is. Because I
Which is,
saw it.
yeah. And you know what else? We're not going after any illegal white people.
Right. Bring them in.
Yeah. No one from Ireland or Italy or.
Well, there's a ton of people who are going to Mexico from other countries, going to Mexico to go through the border. A lot of Chinese people, apparently.
Dude, to answer your question, I don't know my future,
I understand now.
but I don't know America's future.
Yeah. Still sealed, people.
It's got plastic on it.
Sealed for her
That was
protection.
fast. That was
For
fast.
her sealed, ribbed. I don't know.
Right. So yeah, like
How is
so.
that for the protection?
For her enjoyment.
I just it's one of those things now that
Pleasure.
it's unavoidable. It has to be talked about. We have an insane president
Yeah.
in the country.
We've touched on it very little because the plan was not to.
Correct. It's inescapable right now because it's affecting business on all levels.
Well, it's so haywire that it's like it's almost fun to talk about at this point because there's so much to talk about.
Right. It's unbelievable. But never in my life did I ever think that the United States Marine Corps would be used on American citizens. What in the fuck? That's a horror movie, bro. That's a horror movie.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah, and our president just said it like it's no big deal.
Because like peaceful protesting is the thing. That's what you're allowed to do, right? You're allowed to protest. What makes it violent is someone bumping up against them, right?
Well, Trump and Pam Bondi are saying that you'll be arrested if you protest.
See, which is like,
Now we're not.
Come on.
We're not America anymore.
right.
Right. We're not America anymore.
Hey, Donald Glover.
Yeah. But you're black. No.
This
So,
is America.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Unknown. I don't know the future of the IAMs. I mean, obviously we'll record, but I don't know what the background's going to look like.
Oh yeah, whatever. That we could be at a park doing this,
Right.
So
Doesn't matter. So
there's always my place too, which we already talked
Exactly.
about anyways. Like for when it gets too hot, we can do
Yeah.
it at my place.
Well, we might as well because you have a dope ass studio. It's a cool.
I do. I have two rooms, so we could either be in the live room where there's more space, or we could be in the control room where it's a little cooler looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. All I know is that I'm good at camping and it's camping season.
Yeah.
So
But even if you were to go camping, you still have to get a bigger storage unit, right?
Right. This is just all bad, dude.
Or you would have to start selling stuff off, but I'm not here telling you to sell stuff off because I know that's not a thing you do.
Right.
You know.
Well, if I do sell everything off and I'm just Cain walking the earth, right? Because my son's like, dude, just sell your fucking bike, man. You get 20 grand for that thing.
And probably more, I would assume.
Probably more. Well, you know, but I'm like, all right, well, I never had a relationship with my father. We never settled things. But when I see all his pictures, the happiest he was in his life was on that bike. And on his deathbed, he goes, I want Brandon to have the bike. Basically, my dad said, I want him to experience the fun that I had.
Right.
Right? And so I'm going to sell that?
I understand. I get it.
But yeah, so, I mean, fuck. You could be homeless or you could be homeless on a hog. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, leather.
Sure.
Get me a mama.
Oh, is that what you would do? You would take the bike camping?
Fuck yeah.
And where would you put the truck? I guess you could park the truck places.
Anywhere, yeah, I have family
If I could
everywhere.
park it in front of our house, I don't care. You know?
Right. Yeah, so I have a Dodge Ram truck, 1500. Talking about, right? And I got an ultra classic Harley with only 52,000 miles on it, with all the tour package.
Right.
So, you know, I can fucking drive to Washington D.C. if I want on that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's all fucked up. Because everything would work out, except it doesn't. It doesn't because it takes cooperation,
Yeah.
and I'm not getting cooperation.
It's always 2 steps forward, 1 step back,
Seems like it.
you know.
Seems like it. Yeah, so it's like, man, how do we even start BINDU bluntly now? But now it's like, all right, this is how you start BINDU bluntly. I start my whole YouTube show like, all right, I'm entering homelessness. Let's see what this is like. Right? We turn it into a show.
Sure.
For real.
I gotcha.
It'd be kind of scary if I wasn't so cool. But I can handle it. I'm tough.
Yeah.
Yucks.
I could see, but like, what's, I know the answers, I don't know, but what would be the end game? Like if let's say you went camping for 2 months, what happens after 2 months? Is that basically like, well, this is what I do now, you know?
No, and that's like, you know, I think Final Curtain's coming soon. That's what it seems like.
I hope you enjoyed the I ams while it lasted.
Hell yeah, man. No violence. No violence. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to pickle. Make Dilly of a pickle. We're in a tight spot, boys. We're in a tight spot.
Yep. My hair.
Dapper Dan.
2 weeks from everything.
Yeah.